One thing I want to start doing now, see, he's got Death Blow, right? Okay, so instead of equipping Titan, let's actually equip Death Blow and link it to Added Cut. This was actually a materia that we picked up a couple episodes ago I was telling you about. What this does is it gives you like extra attacks. So I think on the here for the first star you get 2 attacks out of it. So every time I select Death Blow now, it's gonna do Death Blow twice. And then when you level it up again, it'll actually be 4 cut. So that's gonna be pretty awesome, being able to use Death Blow up to 4 times. So I'm going to change that about my equipment setup for Vincent, and then I need to use a tent or something. So that everybody's... I don't know why I did that. There's a freaking free inn inside of the airship, but whatever, I'm not thinking. Okay, we're gonna go to Fort Condor first. And actually, I want to change one thing about his setup as well. Rather than these 2, let's set up that contain materia that we just got. Let's freaking arrange this. Thank you. Let's set up contain with added effect on Sid's weapon. That way he'll be able to inflict status ailments like stop, petrify, and confuse with his physical attacks. And then as far as accessories, champion belt, ribbon is going to be just fine. Alright, let's do this. The final battle of Fort Condor for this game. We're gonna do this quite differently than we have any of the other battles for Fort Condor so far. We're actually gonna go up the ladder. We're actually going to lose on purpose to make sure that we actually get the boss fight at the end of it. And there's a specific reason for that. So he's basically explaining like this is Shinra's like last attack on Fort Condor. And like I said before, we're gonna let him through. Because no, I hate that this happens every single freaking time. No, talk to him. All right, let's do it. Alright, so they give you 12,000 gil. I think that's all the gil that you've stored up so far. Anyways, I'm just going to cancel, because I want them to break through. You could actually do this for all the other Fort Condor battles if you wanted to. You could have just let them basically through and fought the boss battle at the end, and done it that way, without having to spend any money on troops and things like that. Anyways, this is going to take a really long time, so I'm going to fast forward to the end. Okay, now we're getting the warning coming up. They're finally almost here. Anytime now. Here we go. Alright, just run out the door here and get a boss battle. And Red 13 is going to be able to fit him off quick. We do Death Blow, Cosmo Memory, and then you use Big Guard. We might finish him off right here, to be honest. Wow, that was a lot of damage. I think this is his like suicide attack at the end. Yep, that's it. Nice. Alright, and for defeating him, we get the Imperial Guard. A really nice piece of armor, especially for the Steam version of the game. let me show you why it's awesome. Oh, well, let's see this cutscene first. Alright, so the condor hatched from the egg, and we can get the Phoenix Materia. This is a summon Materia. Does exactly what you would expect. It raises any of your dead party members back to full capacity. HP, MP, everything. And apparently, this condor, moments after being born, knows how to fly. That's fairly impressive, I must say. Okay, now, let's go to Red 13 because he still has one of the adamant bangles from early in the game. Let's give him the Imperial Guard. It's going to take our defense down a little bit, but look at the magic defense on that. Huge boost. So, and it has a lot more materia slots, which is important. So we'll give that to him. I believe he has Bolt Armlet, but we could give him the 4th bracelet, which would give him an extra slot and increase his magic defense by a lot. So I think that's actually a good thing. Let's give that to him. And then the Aurora Armlet is still pretty good for us too. Gigas Armlet, if we really wanted to increase his physical attack, would be a good thing to do. It would take his defense and his magic defense down pretty far, but it increases your physical attack by 30. So with the champion belt and the Gigas Armlet together, it's like, holy crap, like really strong physical attack. But I don't think I'm going to do that just yet. So I'll get this materia set up later. I don't need to worry about it for the time being. Anyways, so that's how you do that. Let's go down here and talk to the old man one more time. Alright, we got the Huge Materia. He's been holding on to it the whole time. So, while we were fighting all those battles, or while you might have chosen to fight all those battles, this guy ended up sneaking into the reactor and taking the Huge Materia. And this is the command Huge Materia, by the way. The yellow one. Next, we're going to be heading to Corel, where we'll find the magic Huge Materia, the green one. And these are going to be key items. You can't equip them like other materia. Okay, so we're done with that. Let's save the game real quick. And we'll head over to Corel now. Right here. Talk to me or what? What's going on here? There we go. Alright, so they went to the Corel reactor, and they're going to be bringing the Huge Materia on the train. So we got to follow the train tracks all the way over to the reactor. Actually, now that I think about it, I don't know if I have Vincent's limit set. Oh, it is set to 3. Okay, good. Oh, no, that's not who I was checking on. I was going to check on Sid. Yeah, get him to level 3 here. There we go. Just keep going to the west. Might want to save it right here, just in case you screw this up. Alright, we made it to the reactor. Battle should be pretty standard. Physical attack should do the trick. He's the only one that doesn't have a ribbon. Luckily they missed. No, that time they won't. It's alright. We'll take care of him with or with Vincent's death blow added cut here. Well, or just one death blow will work. Oh, fetch. Looks like we're too late. The train has already left. Probably should have brought Barrett for this part, but oh well, didn't think ahead. That looks funny with Red 13 sitting in the back. Okay, so basically what you have to do is press triangle and up on the D-pad over and over. And you just speed the train up and catch up to the other one. If you get it with just the right time, you can go pretty dang fast. But like everything in this game, the controls are kind of buggy. So it's not exactly consistent. There we go, made it. Alright, let's jump over to the other train. Now for the first two battles here, in each cart you're going to get a battle. Just use physical attacks. For this next battle, use laser to bring his HP down. Don't want to heal after that. Magic? There you go. Cure 3! And then Cure 2 on everybody. Good enough. Magic Breath should do the trick on this guy here. There we go. Oh, you can steal an item from that guy, actually. It's actually a pretty good piece of armor. I rarely even try it because it's so hard to get it from him, and you're usually kind of under some time constraints on this anyway. I mean, we have plenty of time now. We have over 5 minutes left. But anyways, if you had tried to steal from that last battle, you could get a really good piece of armor. I think that it will increase your physical attack by 20. And it has pretty good defense as well. Much better than like the Gigas armlet has. At least, if I'm remembering correctly, I think that's what the deal is with it. Anyways, you can try and steal that from him, but it would probably take a long time and you might risk kind of failing at this, which you don't want to do. So the way this works is you got to press the levers simultaneously, up or down. So up on the D-pad and triangle, or down on the D-pad and X. There we go. And this happens no matter what you do. It's just going to start gaining speed. Try it the other way. Still goes faster. And if you do it in time, you can get the train to stop. Alright, we did it, and we get the Huge Materia, the magic one, the green one. Now before we leave Corel, we're going to have a little bit of a cutscene here. Again, probably nice to have Barret in your party for this, but I didn't think about that. The Ultima Materia. Now, Ultima is a pretty powerful magic attack, but you can't really even use it until you've leveled it up at least once. So if you want to start working on that, now's the time to equip that, since we're getting relatively close to the end of the game now. And you'll want to keep that equipped. Again, another way to help out with that is to equip a double growth materia weapon to make that process a little faster. Now, before we leave this town, there's one more Huge Materia at the underwater reactor. We're not going to be going there just yet, since these guys are going to be worried about Cloud. They want to go back and check on him, so we'll go and do that first. But before we do anything, do not leave this town until you have come into this house, right here, and talked to the person in the green hat, the woman in the green hat there. Get Catastrophe. Catastrophe is Barret's final limit break, so make sure you pick that up. Make sure you come over here and get him in your party. Doesn't really matter who you switch him with. And use that item. I don't field. Then come down. There it is, Catastrophe. There we go. And switch his limit over to level 4. Sweet. Now switch them back out, and let's head back to Medeal. I'm going to save the game real quick and make some changes to my setup, and then I will explain those in just a second. Okay, let's go over this materia setup real quick. So first things first, equipment. You want to make sure Tetra Elemental is the accessory that you have equipped on everyone. This is going to absorb all elemental attacks. Earth, lightning, cold, or ice, and fire. So make sure you have those. Then also make sure that you have the elemental materia paired with Neo Bahamut, or with Bahamut, or with Kujata. What this does is it makes it so that it basically protects you against non-elemental attacks. So this is a non-elemental summon, and paired with elemental means it'll protect you from non-elemental attacks. Kujata, for some reason, here it is, also protects you from non-elemental attacks instead of all of the elemental attacks, considering that that's what it does. Like, the summon actually does an elemental attack for every element except for Earth. But anyways, make sure you have those on as well. And then, of course, restore all. Enemy skill you're going to want. Alexander does pretty good damage if you want to use that as a summon. Added cut death blow for Vincent there. Then, let's see, I equipped Ultima just to start working on it. Restore all, and then contain added effect for his weapon. I also have long range on him, so he can be in the back row. Got, of course, restore all. Chocobo lure to continue working on it. Counterattack. Full cure if you want to use that. Enemy skill. Cover. And then Comet. Comet will actually be pretty useful as well. Okay, so that's my materia setup. Let's head into the town. Let's run outside and check out what's going on here. Alright, so one of the weapons is actually attacking the town. At the same time, apparently, that there's some kind of geyser or gush of the life stream from underneath the plate. So, a lot of crazy stuff going on here. But with our current equipment setup, this should be a piece of cake. We should be almost immune to all of his attacks. You'll still want to cast Big Guard to protect against most of the physical attacks. So let's do that with Vincent. And then, yeah, see, this is going to be an Earth Elemental attack, and we'll just absorb it. Now, for summons, let's try Neo Bahamut. And Bahamut. I don't think we've seen Neo Bahamut yet. I think it's the first time I've ever used it. Pretty cool summon. Alright, which dragon is more badass? It's tough to say. I have to say I like Neo Bahamut's design a little bit better than Ultimate Weapon, but it's all a matter of opinion. Alright, and then we will summon Alexander. Probably gonna need to put Big Guard up again. And I don't think I've shown off this summon yet either. This is going to be an incredibly long battle with all these summons, but They do lots of damage, so. Bam. Alright, and then maybe just Magic Breath. Oh, I didn't need to put a big guard up again. It does pause during those, what am I saying? It pauses during those, summon animations. Alright, I think we got him. Yeah, he's taking off now. Anyways, pretty easy battle if you set up the correct way. If you don't, then he can hurt you pretty bad. And looks like we didn't kill him, so we got no experience for that. He's just running away like a coward. I remember the very first time I fought that battle, man, that was really, really difficult for me during my first playthrough of the game. I must have died 5 or 6 times before finally winning that battle. Alright, they're just going to take off without Cloud and Tifa. Safer to move into an open area during an earthquake? I'm not sure if this doctor can be trusted. Well, unfortunately, viewers, that's all the time I have for today. We'll have to find out the fate of Tifa and Cloud next time. Thanks for watching, and have a nice day. Peace!